Hi there, I don't think we've met before. I'm Dr. Wilson. I'll be doing your exam today. Great, very nice to meet you. Can you take a seat up here, please? Perfect. Yeah, I know it's awkward in the gown, but at least you got to keep your underwear on. Now let me just pull up your file. How you doing today? Everything going okay? Yeah? You been feeling pretty good? Excellent. We love to hear that. Okay, here we go. Let's see. So today we're going to assess your fitness to return to your duties. Does that sound right? Great. So I'm going to go through a review of the injuries you sustained, and we'll talk about how you're recovering from those, and then we can make a determination. Does that make sense? Okay then, now I need to read you this statement just for legal reasons. The agency requires it, you know how it is. When I ask you a question, please indicate yes or no. Got it? Good. Can you please confirm that you are a hero in good standing with the agency as of today? Great. Have you faced any disciplinary action over the past 6 months? Okay, that's good. Have you undertaken any new hobbies or interests that could potentially impact your ability to work as a hero? Right. Have you noticed any change in your powers since your last medical checkup? Either or, just any changes. Got it. Do you hold the required insurance to operate as a hero in this state? Okay, I'll ask for your insurance card later, that's no biggie. So it says you were under strict orders to not go back to work until you were cleared. I have to ask, can you swear to me that you haven't been doing any hero work during your convalescence? Are you sure? Not even catching a few burglars on the side? Maybe helping an old lady cross the street? Hey, I know how you do-gooders are. You sometimes can't help yourselves. You're driven to make the world a better place. Except you need to look after yourself first. You know that, right? Mm-hmm. Just remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. And you have to put on your own oxygen mask before you can assist others. Fine, you don't breathe. It's a bad example, but still, just look after yourself first and foremost. That's the only way you can do a good job. Otherwise, what's the point? You'd be a subpar hero at best. Good, glad you understand me. Now then, I need you to affirm for me that you understand that this checkup is a required step in the process of clearing you for active duty. I have authority to deny you that clearance if I decide you're not ready to go back to work, and my decision is binding. Do you understand? Good, you're doing great so far. Now I need you to sign this here. It's a consent to release your records to the agency and to any other medical specialists and researchers that might require them. Don't worry, we're not going to try to clone you or anything like that. Not that I know of, at least. Sign right here, please. Got it. And of course, you've already handled all your paperwork with the agency regarding your incident. That's not part of my job, but I just like to confirm that all your ducks are in a row, so to speak. I know that bureaucracy can be a tad frustrating. Hey, I had to jump through so many hoops when I tripped and broke my ankle on the job. I can't imagine what you must have to go through. Okay, so that's it for the paperwork. Nicely done. Now we can move on to the exam. Let me take a quick look at what we're dealing with. I'm just reviewing your records, seeing what sort of injuries you sustained. You look so healthy now, it's hard to tell, you know? Well, yeah, except for the tired. You do look tired. It's fine, we're all tired. I think that's a permanent state of being these days. But again, be sure to pace yourself. That's admirable, but don't forget, you're not the only hero out there. You don't need to be doing all the work. It's not up to you to carry the whole city on your back, literally or figuratively. Got it? Hey, you're my patient. I know you're looking out for the citizens, but I'm looking out for you. So let's see what we got here. That's interesting. So, yeah. Okay, wow. We have some stuff to work through. Let's start with the bigger things. It looks like a radioactive spear pierced you through the shoulder? Okay, can I see that injury, please? Yes, just slide the shoulder of the gown down a bit. Let me take a look. Oh my, yeah, that's a pretty significant one. Looks like it's mostly healed over, though. That's good. Yeah, I see that. That's a lot of stitches. They had to use a tungsten needle, right? Right, nothing else would penetrate. I read up on your biology. It's pretty fascinating, if I'm honest. Sure, but this looks good. The scarring isn't too bad. Does it hurt still? It might keep aching for a while yet. Can you raise your arm for me? Good. Now this way. Good. Now rotate it around like this. Yep, just like that. And now turn your palm down and do this. Good. Did any of that hurt? Was any of it hard to do? Like, did it feel stiff? Great. I think that's pretty much good to go. You can pull your gown back up now. Yep, next thing. It says you were attacked by a feral mutant squid? Okay, I take it you won? That's something. Where did it attack you? Like, how did it... Oh, okay, around here like this with the tentacles? Yeah, I get it. Can you please raise your gown for me so I can see? Thank you. Huh. It says it broke one of your ribs and caused a lot of bruising. The rib is healed, I take it? Good. No issues breathing or moving? No residual pain? Glad to hear that. Looks like the little suckers left their mark, though. That's a lot of purple. Yeah, it's not healing as fast as I would expect it to. That's a tad concerning. You're not on any blood thinners or anything, are you? Right. Well, if it doesn't hurt anymore, I'd say just keep an eye on it. I'm sure it'll heal up completely, and you can come back if it doesn't. What? Are you serious? Well, how many times has it happened? I did not know there were that many feral mutant squids in the world. That's interesting. Are they drawn to you in particular? Maybe we should look into that. Might be something we can do to keep them from going after you so often. Huh, okay, well, what else do we have here? Oh, okay, says you were exposed to a toxic gas. Can you tell me about that? Oh, so there was an arcane element to it. Interesting. How long was the exposure? Got it. That sounds frustrating. I'm sorry you went through that. Well, I did minor in conjuring, but my focus is obviously medicine, so if we need to address the magic side of things, I can refer you to one of the casters we have on staff. For now, let's just check and see whether any physical damage was done. Yep, sorry, this might be a touch cold. Okay then, I'm just listening to the inner workings of your body, getting a feel for what's going on in there. Like I said, I've read up on your biology, all part of the job. At least you're fairly straightforward. You're mostly humanoid and, relatively easy to communicate with. Oh, you mean Larry. I love that guy. But yeah, his lava trail is a bit of an issue. He takes his medical visits off-site for that very reason. Okay, well, everything sounds mostly all right. There's a bit of a hum that's probably some residual magic. Might be as easy to deal with as a cleansing crystal or some antibiotics. We'll keep an eye on it. Yep, that was the last major thing on this list. There are a bunch of smaller, assorted injuries, but those are probably all healed, right? Right. Does anything else hurt or feel off? Anything at all? Okay, you still seem very tired, and just a bit out of sorts. It's a feeling, doctor's intuition. Let me just... Yeah, I'm going back through your records a bit. Looks like you've taken a lot of damage over the past year or so. Wow. I know you're a frontliner, but yikes. Do you ever do anything besides work? Well, for this level of injury over time, you must have been in the field constantly. Either that or you're very accident-prone. I didn't think so, so you're a workaholic. Don't try to argue with me, I see it all the time. Like I said, you do-gooders are always saving the world. You know you need some balance, right? You know, balance, downtime, a social life, hobbies. Do you have any hobbies? That doesn't really count. Do you have a pet, a best friend, a girlfriend, anything? Okay, well, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. Or rather, I am, but I can't force you. And I know the city is very grateful for your protection. I'm grateful too, don't get me wrong. Look, I don't want my heroes to burn out, or be so overwhelmed with fatigue that they get hurt more, which is a very real concern. Of course you will. If you're tired, distracted, worn out, you'll make mistakes. And mistakes are how heroes get killed. You know that. Or you should. Besides, you know damn well if it were someone else, you'd be telling them to rest and find balance and do some self-care. It's easier said than done, I know. But you're just as important as any other life in this town. Yes, you are. Do you genuinely not see that? Do I need to write you a referral to a counselor? I might do it anyway. You need a perspective shift. Hey, don't get annoyed with me. I'm here to make sure you're okay, body and spirit. Your health matters in more ways than just bruises and breaks. And while your injuries have mostly healed up, I worry that you're just going to go back out there and get injured again. Because you can't seem to stop saving people, not even long enough to look after yourself. I get that, and being off duty has to have driven you crazy the past few weeks. I'm sure you've been chomping at the bit to get back out there. But there's so much more to life and to health. You'll be right back here, or worse, if you don't find that balance somehow. You have to find some joy in things outside of work. Okay, look, I'll make you a deal. I'll clear you for limited duty. Don't get excited, I'm not done. You can do third-tier jobs and lower, that's it, at least for now. And in the meantime, you need to get a hobby, or make a friend, something like that. Oh, you're going to come back here in 2 weeks for a follow-up visit and tell me what hobby you picked up, or what friend you made. And then if I'm satisfied, I'll raise your clearance a bit. See how that works? It's a good deal. Take it or leave it. Me? I don't think I count as a friend. You need to meet people who aren't employed by your employer. Talk to someone at the grocery store or something. Put on your secret identity and be a regular person in the world. Get to know all these people you're saving all the time. See what makes them interesting. Otherwise, what's the point? Looks like we might have found a weakness in our big strong hero. Socializing. I'm not mocking you, not remotely. I want you to work on enjoying yourself, having fun. You'll heal faster doing that too, you know. Yes, in fact, I'll help. Here, take this. That's the info for an event this weekend. It's a performance in the park. A few different acts, all amateur stuff, all in good fun. It's a really nice vibe. You will be there at 10 a.m. sharp at the carousel. I will meet you there, and I will show you how to get out there and live your life. Of course, you're my patient, and I care that you're okay. No, you don't have to do any performing. We'll just watch and soak it all in. Enjoy being outside among people on a nice day. Saving the world is great, and you're very good at it. But this, it's okay to get help when you need it. Good, I'll see you there. Come in your casual clothes and be ready to have a good time. Don't worry, sweetness, it'll be fun. You might just like being the one who gets saved for a change.